budget and this and that. And then I'm very disappointed also at your executive director because of his attitude. You are, let me tell you. You are here to do a job. If you do not like the job, I'm sure that they would be more than glad to receive your resignation. You work for the board. I think that's what his position is, that he works for the board. If you do not like what Ms. Robinson said or any of the members say, you take it and let it slide off your back.
I understand.
You know, you don't act like
Public comment.
Come on now.
Public comment.
I want to try to maintain some kind of decorum.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Respect. But you're losing it tonight. You lost it tonight, Freeman, and you know it and I know it. So, therefore, be nice. What have I told you? Be nice to each other. All right? And this is what we demand. At least I demand. I don't know about the rest of them. Come on, be nice and let's do this in accordance to what we should do. We're both adults here, and therefore let us act like adults. All right? That's what I got to say. I'm proud of you when you do the right thing, but when you do the wrong thing, I got to come and say something about it. And I will talk about it tonight because of the fact that you're not doing what you should do. You're here to revise this here charter, and you're taking up all the time, almost 2 hours, going back and forth, and this is totally not necessary. Good night.
Neal Coleman. I just want to give out a little information that I found. Now, you know the fiscal year starts in July 1st through June 30th. But right now, the general counsel and the executive, they're getting $43,906. But in fiscal year 2010-11, it's going to jump to $135,000 each. And I also let you know, I am an avid Facebook and Twitter user. And guess what? It cost me $0, but in this 2010-11 budget, it's going to cost us $2,500 to do something for free. I don't understand that. Also, we have a general counsel that they want to pay $135,000. They're currently paying $43,000, but they have an outside legal counsel that they're paying $5,000 now. But in fiscal year 2010-11, they're going to pay that outside legal counsel $100,000. I want you to know that the research and consultation, non-legal, they want to pay them $50,000 next fiscal year, but right now they're paying them $4,000. So administrative assistant, $62,500. These are our tax dollars. So we're supposed to know this. I got this off the internet. They SOP or whatever the literature they have. I have it too, but see, they didn't give it to us because they don't have the funds to do it when they have a $250,000, spending that little budget thing. So they didn't have that money to give to us. So we have to stay on top of this because if we don't, we're going to slip through the cracks. And you know that corruption is very prevalent in the city of Detroit. Look at DPS. To me, this new fiscal thing is going to be like DPS. So keep in mind that we are going down in the gutter. If the river fall over, we're going to come right up into it. If we continue to keep our eyes closed and let them do what they say is right for us.
Thank you very much, Ms. Cole. Yes, sir. Mr. Travis.
Yeah, I took part in the 1973. Yeah, I went to those meetings, and I was possibly at every meeting in the 93-96 charter revision. And we passed out literature so people could know what item B is, because some people are visual like me. I can't hear it, but as we read it, I can understand it better. Maybe you all can think about that because that would be helpful to me, I know.
Yes.
But the question about whether we should have outside funds. Well, I heard you all say it was a philosophy. I didn't take it as a philosophy. I think it's a historical principle in this economy that when you have one man, one vote, the minority rich can only maintain the power by buying up both parties, like the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. And they even buy school boards, and they buy them all the way down to, sheriffs and everybody else. So I lean on the side of Commissioner Robinson, is that we should not have outsiders donating to our charter revision process, because in the Constitution it says that the people have a right to write their charter, and writing their charter would be that they, whatever way they write it. Look, we don't need experts. We need to talk about how we do that, because we are the ones going to be governed. And if we're going to vote on that, it says that then we give consent to it, and it's our charter. But when outside experts is coming in, and when outsiders are funding, it takes away from them. And if I see that continue happening, I'm going to champion that the charter be voted down.
Thank you, Mr. Next speaker, please.
My name is Sylvia Williams, and I have a couple of concerns. Number one, with the frustration that you're hearing from those persons who come here are partly due to the fact that, as Tyrone has stated, that we don't have this information in front of us to help you review it and to express our concerns on it. I can understand what you're saying. And I had a couple of people here, Tia and Bernice, both had copies that the 2010-11 budget was emailed to them. Well, I happen to be an older senior citizen that is technologically challenged. And to the executive director, since you have an office and you are maintaining standard office hours, if I come down to your office in the morning, would you give me a copy of that 2009-2010 budget? Would you give me a copy of the 2010-2011 budget? And would you give me a copy of the SOP?
Let's say, I would, in fact, not have any money prior to this meeting to make a plan. What I would do is copy tonight at my home.
Okay.
Using my resources to give you a copy of everything that you request.
Thank you. Now, would you give me the exact address and what your office hours are?
It's the 32nd floor of Cadillac Tower building.
Right there at Randolph and
I think it's 65 Cadillac Square.
65 Cadillac Square.
The whole 37th floor. Thank you, Ms. Williams.
And I've got another concern, and that is with the fact that when you all drew up a